Hello, Ellie here from Thankful Flow Yoga. Thank you so much for being here for another YouTube practice. I really appreciate any support on this channel. So yeah, please do leave me your feedback if you're doing these videos with me. So we're going to be doing quite a strong flow today. We're going to be doing a little bit of a power flow, so it will be quite dynamic. There will always be options. I always give different options in all my practices. So just checking in with how you're feeling today, if this is the right practice for you, and remembering that child's pose is there at any time and just listening to your body. So we will start in a standing position on the mat. So coming into your Tadasana mountain pose, feet roughly hip width apart, and start to close off the eyes or take a steady gaze. And see if you can start to take a gentle rock back and forth in your standing position. So just gently transferring the weight forwards and then back through the feet. Beginning to notice any sensations in the body. Feeling the rib cage perhaps expanding with your breath. I'm going to set an intention for this practice today. It's one that I'm sure I've done many times before, but it never seems to, the meaning never seems to fade away from me. And this intention is going to be, I am enough. Whatever happens in this practice for you today is enough. Being here on your mat is enough. You are enough. Opening the eyes back up if you had them closed. And take an inhale and sweep the hands up to the sky. Lift your ribs away from your hips. And then exhale, cactus the arms. And we're going to move with the breath here. So inhale, lengthen the arms, lift up and out from the waist. Exhale, cactus, shine the heart forwards. Inhale, lengthen the arms, lift up and out. Exhale, cactus. And one more. Inhale, reach the fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, cactus the arms and release. Then we're going to start to shake it out, one of my favorites. So shaking the wrist, it doesn't have to be as vigorous as what I'm doing. Just go with whatever you need to do, just shaking it out. Maybe start taking a bend through the legs, getting a bit lower. Doesn't matter if it feels a bit silly. I think it feels really good, but could be just me. We're all different. So shaking it out. Well done. And come to rest the arms. And then start to drop the chin down towards the chest. We're going to roll the body down. And taking as much bend as you need to in those knees. So we're coming to hang down in a forward fold here, standing forward fold. Taking the hands to the elbows. Gently opening up through the backs of the legs, the hips. Breathing here. Perhaps taking some gentle movement. And then from your forward fold, taking your left hand either to the ground or you could be placing it on a block, bending through the left knee, reach the right fingertips up to the sky, coming into a twist here. Taking a couple of breaths here. Exhale, release the right hand back down, bend the right leg. Reach the left fingertips up to the sky, follow with the gaze. Exhale, release the left hand back down. Slowly start to curl the body up to standing with a rounded spine. Lifting the head up last, taking a big shoulder roll here. And then one more time, we're going to snake the body down. So dropping the chin down, rounding the spine, taking as much bend as you need to through the legs. Coming into the fold. And then place the hands down on the mat from here and step the feet back, coming into a downward facing dog. Taking a pedal out through the feet. Really connecting to your breath, to your body. Lifting those hips to the sky. Inhale, send the gaze between the hands, step the feet in. And this time lifting the chest, lengthening the spine, finding a halfway lift. Crown of the head reaches towards the wall in front. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up to the sky. Reach the crown of the head to the ceiling. Exhale, bring the hands through to heart center. From here, hands are in Anjali Mudra. On your inhale, we're going to sit the hips back, find Utkatasana. Belly's coming away from the thighs. Squeezing the legs together, drawing the energy up from the ground, through the feet, all the way through the body. And then from your Utkatasana, start to bring your hands into your heart center and see if you can keep some bend in this left leg and reach your right leg out behind you. Find your warrior three. You can either keep the leg bent, the standing leg, you can either keep that bent, or you can lengthen it here. Keep pressing that back foot behind. And then we're going to step the right foot back. Reach the fingertips up to the sky. Find your high lunge. Draw the hands back down to heart center. And start to twist to the left. And then bring your right elbow to the outside of the left thigh, coming into your twist here. Palms of the hands pressing together. If you want to open the arms out here, you can. Bring the arms back in, releasing from the twist. And then finding your warrior two. Bringing that right heel down to the mat. Gaze is coming over the left fingertips, strong arms, relaxed shoulders. And then from here, you're going to see if you can power through into this front leg and find your half moon pose. So your left hand could be coming to a block or the ground. Right hand reaches up towards the ceiling. Breathing here. Float the right hand down, step the feet back, come to your plank position and vinyasa. Inhaling into upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling into your downward facing dog. Inhale, step the feet in or jump in towards the hands. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back to your Utkatasana. Breathing here. Bring the hands to heart center. This time, the left leg comes back. Find your warrior three. You can keep this right leg bent, or you can have it lengthened. Bending that right leg is going to bring some extra challenge here through the glutes. And then we step that left foot back. Reach the fingertips to the sky. Find your high lunge. Draw the hands through to heart center. Twist to the right. Bring the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Press the hands together. Coming into your twist, gaze comes to the ceiling. Maybe you're opening out here. That's just an option. Bringing the hands back together, start to unravel. And then we're opening out to warrior two. So left heel's coming down to the mat. Gaze comes over the right fingertips. Pressing the feet down and away into the mat. And then we see if we can power into this right leg. If you need to step the foot in first, you absolutely can. And then the right hand comes down to either a block or the floor. And you come into your half moon. Staying with your breath. Being into any wobbles or shakes. Float the hands down, step back, find your plank and vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, coming back to your downward facing dog. And now we're gonna come through that sequence once more, but a little bit more fluidly this time. Taking any movement in your downward facing dog that feels good. And on your next inhale, stepping the feet in towards the hand. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Hands down to heart center. See if you can keep the left leg bent. Right foot reaches back. Warrior three, or variation of a warrior three here. Step the right foot back, reach the fingertips to the sky, high lunge. Draw the hands back to Anjali Mudra, heart center, twist to the left. Right elbow hooks on the outside of the left thigh. Maybe the arms open up here, maybe you're taking a bind. Whatever's in your practice. You could be dropping that back leg down to modify. Inhale, come out of the twist, open out to your warrior two. And then power into the left leg. Find your half moon. Ooh, had a little wobble there. So if you are having a little wobble today or at any time in your practice, seeing if you can still find the joy in that and find some, I know I say this a lot, but find a little bit of a light-hearted attitude to bring to that as well. And maybe just another little add-on here, you're bending this right leg and maybe this right hand finds the foot or the ankle and you're pressing, finding this lovely opening here through the front body. It's just an option. Release the right hand back down, bring it back to your plank position. Come through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, we meet back in downward facing dog. Sending the hips to the sky. Inhale, step the feet in towards the hands. Lift the chest and lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Bring the hands through to heart center. Reach that left leg back, find your warrior three. See if you can keep the right leg bent. No worries if that doesn't work for you. You could also use blocks under the hands for warrior 3. Reach that left foot back. Reach the fingertips up to the sky, high lunge. Lifting up and out from the waist. Exhale, bring the hands through to heart center. Twist to the right, left elbow hooks to right thigh. Palms of the hands are either pressing together here. Maybe the arms are opening up. Maybe you find your bind here. Really listening to your body. Slowly starting to come out of your twist and then coming through your warrior 2 position. So left heel comes down to the mat. Gaze is coming over the right fingertips, feeling the heat in the body. And then starting to power through this right leg. Don't worry if you need to take the step in. And then the right hand's coming down to either the ground or a block. Finding your half moon pose. Bending in the left leg. Just an option. Maybe the left hand finds the foot, the ankle, and you're finding a lovely juicy opening here. Exhale, start to release, come back down to your plank and vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, come back to your downward facing dog. We'll take a few breaths here now. Option to take a releasing breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Pedaling out through the feet. Checking in with how you're feeling. Taking a child's pose here if you need to. Inhale, step or jump the feet in towards the hand. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, this time reach the fingertips up to the sky, lift the ribs away from the hips. Exhale, bring the hands through to heart center. Ooh. I can definitely feel the heat and the warmth, so I hope that you're feeling that with me today. So now from here, just walking the feet slightly further than hip width apart. I'll turn to face you so you can see me. We're going to start to lower down, so bending through the legs, coming into your Navasana. So you could be working with a block, hips could be coming straight to the ground here. Just remembering our intention from the beginning of the class, especially when we're looking at taking different options. This might be a stronger power practice. That doesn't mean that you always need to come into a position or a pose. Just because the body can do it might not mean that that's what you're needing today, and that's what we're really trying to connect to. Sometimes we do feel like we want to build into some heat and some fiery strength, and other times we need something else, and that's okay. So reach the crown of the head to the ceiling. Engage Mula Bandha, engage the muscles at the seat of the pelvis, the pelvic floor, a root lock, locking the energy in at the root, and then drawing our energy up through to the crown of the head. Reach the right fingertips down, send the left fingertips up to the sky, coming into a twist. Twisty stretch. Exhale, left fingertips come down, right fingertips come up. Finding the stretch here. Exhale, bring the hands down. We're going to sit the hips down onto the mat. As you bring the hips down, see if you can bring your feet into your Navasana boat pose. So feet are lifting the way. We've still got that lovely inner line of energy and strength through the core, through our root lock, our Mula Bandha. And then from here, you can either take the option to stay in Navasana boat pose here. You could bring the hands behind the thighs and be working here. Or we're going to widen the legs and we're going to bring the hands to the feet, or they could be coming to the calves or the backs of the thighs. And we're almost in an upright happy baby. So have a bit of fun with it. If you're rolling about all over the place, then no worries. Just coming back in and out of the pose as much as you need to. This is a test of balance, strength, stability. So finding this pose here, and then maybe working here for your breaths, or maybe we're lengthening the legs as well here. Coming back to the breath, keeping the spine nice and long, so we're not rounding into the spine here or hunching the shoulders. We're really lifting up. Space across the chest, spine's long. Breathing. And then one last push. We're going to take the hands away from the feet and see if with control you can drop those legs down into this wide leg position. If you've got a little bit of cramp here, don't worry, I have as well. So coming into our wide leg position here. Now, it really doesn't matter how wide your legs are actually coming at all. If your legs are here, and we're not trying to come to our maximum, probably about 70% of what our maximum stretch might be here. So bring this right hand either to the outside of the right leg, and then we're going to inhale, reach the left arm up and see if we can find a stretch here. So I'm leaning over to the right. If you're finding that you are coming down low and this right hand can come inside, and maybe you're coming down lower into the stretch, maybe this left hand finds the right foot. Just being mindful that if you are coming down lower, that we still want to be shining our heart towards the ceiling. So rather than rounding here, we're opening. So my gaze is coming up to the ceiling here. So if you're finding that coming down low means that you're needing to round the spine, then maybe seeing how it feels to come a little bit higher up and just work with the stretch there. Feeling the left side body opening, stretching. Start to release, and we'll float straight over onto the other side. So again, your stretch might be up here. You could have a little micro bend in the legs if you need to. Feeling the right side body stretching and opening. Start coming up from the stretch on this side, and then inhale, make space, lift crown of the head towards the ceiling, and as you exhale, maybe coming forwards, leading with the chest, spine staying long, and the thighs are shining towards the ceiling. So quite important that we're actually keeping the legs a bit active here as we come forwards, and that we're not rolling the thighs inwards. We're really thinking about having the thighs facing the ceiling. So again, that might mean that you're reducing the range of movement, but that's okay. Just thinking about what feels right for you. Always coming to a place that's before your limit. Finding balance. Balance of challenging ourselves sometimes, but also knowing when enough is enough, when something is too much. And that's all part of this practice, is learning that as well, learning the signals of the body, the breath, the mind, all working together. That communication system that sometimes we get disconnected to, finding our way back to it and understanding, so that we can take care of ourselves and have that balance. Inhale, slowly start to make your way up from the fold. You can use your hands here and draw those legs back in together. Take a big hug, wrap the arms around the legs and draw up your forehead down towards the knees. You can close off the eyes here if that's comfortable. Coming back to the intention set at the beginning of the practice. I am enough. Starting to lift the gaze, open the eyes when you're ready, releasing from the hug. And if you have more time here to come into a longer Shavasana or meditation, I really recommend that you do that. But thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed that. I really enjoyed teaching it and doing it. And do see the link below to my membership and my website, where you can see kind of any retreats coming up or classes that I offer, or join my online community of on-demand videos so that we can practice together and share our practice with each other. So yeah, I can't wait to see you again very soon. Bye-bye.